future Hall of Famer, future champion, future league MVP. This player is the secret to teams winning a championship.
First of all, there's no backstabbing going on here.
It's time for me to move on.
This will be Phil's last year as the coach of the Bulls.
Are the expectations way too high? Where do we go from here?
The only question, how long can it last?
All right, so Bradley Beal was the second highest leading scorer in the league last year. Okay, he scored more points than LeBron James. He scored more points than Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, D-Book. You feel me? Fuck it, Giannis. MVP Giannis. He scored more MVP Giannis. Your favorite player, unless your favorite player is James Harden, he scored more points than your favorite player. He scored more points than who you think is the best player in the league, unless you're thinking of James Harden. But he literally outscored 99% of the league. Okay? He also did this. He played less minutes than most of these people. He played less minutes than Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is a very elite scorer. We all know this. He played less minutes than Damian Lillard and still outscored him. Also, the scary part about Bradley Beal is that he's still improving. He literally upped his points per game average by 5 points from 2 years ago. He upped it by 5 points. 5 points. In a matter of a year, he went up 5 points. So the fact that he's still improving and he's the second best scorer in the league and still improving is crazy. He could definitely become the top scorer in the league and dethrone James Harden, most definitely. He could definitely dethrone James Harden as the best scorer in the league, hands down. He could outscore Kevin Durant, hands down. He's also the leader of his team. He led his team in points, steals, and assists at the shooting guard position. He's playing offense and defense. He's on both sides of the ball. And the fact that he plays so many minutes and he plays every game and he's giving all this effort on both ends of the court, this is the type of guy that any team could use. But he's a great player, so we want him on a team that could get rings. Okay? If you throw him on any team that is established and could possibly win a championship without him, they're winning the ring. They're turning into a dynasty. If you put him on the Mavericks, they turn into a dynasty. They go on the Warriors type of run. Warriors in the finals, like what? 4 finals in a row? 3-4 finals in a row? He goes in that. If you put him on the Mavericks instantly turn to a dynasty. You put him on a team, if the Celtics or the Nuggets trade some of their pieces and throw him in there, instant dynasty. Any team that you throw Bradley Beal on is already established and they have to give up our main guy for him, instant dynasty. Bradley Beal is a top 3 player in the league, and it's no debate. He's very underrated. This is no joke. This is no cap. Bradley Beal is the truth, and y'all need to wake up and understand this. He lost John Wall last year, and that propelled his points per game, and it gave him the James Harden effect. When James Harden was on the Thunder, he was to come off the bench. He didn't really do much. You throw James Harden on the Rockets, he has his own team. Nah, he's the leading scorer in the league. He looked like the best scorer of all time. That same effect happened to Bradley Beal. Losing John Wall made him become the second highest scorer in the league, behind one of the greatest scorers of all time. He led a team whose second highest scorer came off the bench, averaging 15 points a game to 10th in the conference. How many players can do that? The second highest scorer had 15 points a game. Bradley Beal had double his points. And their second highest scorer came off the bench, and Bradley Beal surpassed him. Bradley Beal led them to the 10th seed. He could have took them to the 8th seed and snuck them in the playoffs if he just had a little help. He had no help at all. He led them to the 10th seed. Another reason why this is the key reason actually why Bradley Beal is the secret weapon to any team becoming a dynasty. I'm not just talking about trying to win a championship. I'm talking about forming a dynasty. All right? This is the key component for him. In the past 3 years, he has averaged one of the most points. He's averaged one of the most minutes per game of any player. In the last 2 seasons, from the last 2 seasons, from the seasons of 2017 to 2019, he played a full 82 games and averaged 36 minutes per game from the years of 2017 to 2019. He was also on pace to do the same thing last year, but with Corona that ended the league, he wasn't able to do it. But for the past 2, not last year, but starting from 2017 to 2019, he played every game 36 minutes per game. Last year, he was on pace to do that same thing, but Corona ended the league. And that is the type of player that you need on a team when you're trying to form a dynasty. Also, with him playing this much, and by this much, I mean every game and all of these minutes, this proves that his body is durable to handle trying to form a dynasty. Because when you form a dynasty, injuries can end your dynasty, right? Look at the Warriors. They lost KD due to him leaving in free agency. But if they would have had Clay this year, I feel like the Warriors would be a lot better than they are. But now that Clay is injured for the 2nd year in a row, this really hurts the Warriors. This hurts them a lot. And Bradley Beal will be the type of player to where you don't have to worry about that. He just played 2 years in a row, going on 3 years in a row. Every single game, 36 minutes a game. He's proven his body to be durable. He won't get injured. He won't let you down. He's a dependable player for you to build around or for you to throw into a working system. Very dependable. He won't get injured, and he won't mess up y'all chances, and he won't have y'all looking crazy. Honestly, I believe that Bradley Beal has had a rough circumstances being stuck in Washington. If he was on a better team than what he was, he would already have rings. He would have way more recognition than he should be getting. Bradley Beal is ready right now to join a team and lead it to the finals and win it all, or either join a team that's already working and be the Scotty of the team. Bradley Beal, he could be the Scotty to somebody's Jordan. He could be the second best option. He could be the Robin to somebody's Batman. If he was to go on the Mavericks, Luka could be Kyrie and Bradley could be LeBron. Luka could carry him. Well, not so much carry, because he would be right there helping Luka out. And Luka would be Kyrie and Bradley Beal would be LeBron. You feel me? Luka or another team too. Like if you threw him on the Celtics, like I was saying, Jason Tatum could be his Kobe and Bradley Beal could be the Shaq. Bradley Beal is a top 3 player in the league and there's no debate. He could easily transform any team to trying to make it to the finals to a dynasty overnight.
Tobias Harris. Keefe had 6 of those and out assisting the Rockets 8-0 as a block on this end leads to Wall going down court with an alley-oop. Guarded by Beal with 4 fouls. Knocked away and stolen by Porter. Here's Beal down court. Slams it in. Timeout Houston.
Away from Morris, Julius Randle. Good help. It'll be Twan Moore. And batted out of bounds. Bradley Beal got back in transition.
Beal drives, stops on a dime. What a play. Witty. Knocked away by Keith Morris, who gets the steal, gives it up to Bradley Beal, and he'll get an easy 2.
Dotson guarding Beal. Beal shaking, spinning, drive, shot, good, counted at the buzzer. They're going to review it, but I believe he got it off in time.
Inspiration going now. Alley-oop.
And Beal throws it down, and the Knicks completely lost their defense.
He took a Tifa hanging up on the basket, Beal, that time. Crowd on their feet.
Bradley Beal